What's happening, guys? Welcome to my very first Minecraft video, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So, we're flying over my base location for the time being, and things are looking a little bit like a mess over here. We just have farms out in the open, no real storage system. I'm hiding in the ground when I have to AFK for either bamboo or pumpkins, or for more villagers, or for iron, and things are just, in general, looking pretty ugly. So one of the things I want to get done today is get a general mob farm going, because there's a few items that we could really use, like gunpowder. We're very limited on rockets at the moment, and I'm currently having to buy them, so that's not great. The other thing I need a lot of is bones, and I need more bones than what is supplied by a skeleton spawner, because, well, once we get to the base designs, which will hopefully be later in this episode, you'll see why we need just a massive ton of bones. So without further ado, let's get to it. So the first thing that we need is all of our resources. And for the most part, I think I have gathered up all of them that we are really going to need. We're going to primarily build this out of stone. Mostly out of stone. We're going to try and decorate it a little bit so it looks, you know, a little nicer than just a solid piece of floating stone slabs. We are going to put in an auto sorter system, so we have all the material for that. We might need to craft some more chests, but I do have the wood for that, I believe. But there is one thing that I don't have right now is anything to really put my redstone circuits on, because I like to, you know, make them look a little bit nice. And I don't have anything to color code them. So we're going to head to the shopping district real quick. So let's toss this in the ender chest and let's get going. Another thing that we're planning on doing in the shopping district is we have to check on our store. We're selling iron at the moment. It's currently our only store. So we just want to make sure that we're all stocked up on that. And then there's a building that is sort of like an in search of, like, searching for offers. We're offering, I believe it's 1 diamond per 18 gold, because right now gold is really scarce. So we did get some gold. No sand deal, no beacons, that's okay. So we're gonna run over here to our iron shop. So the design for this was just sort of like a little medieval smelter sort of thing. So we have the molten iron here pouring out the side. And then inside we have the embers from the fire. So nothing there. And we got 5 diamonds. So that's pretty all right. And then 3 more. So this is pretty good. This is already better than I expected this shop to be. I know a lot of people are planning on making iron farms. I just wonder if people haven't gotten around to it yet. So we did fortunately bring some extra iron to restock. So we're just going to toss that in there. And there we go. We are restocked on iron. Actually, I don't want to put my diamonds away. I want to spend some diamonds. What are the prices here? 1 stack of wool for 1 diamond. All right, let's do, I really like the light blue wool, so we'll do 2 stacks of that. I really like lime green, but I think I want something a little bit more contrasty. So we might do, I think, orange. I think blue and orange, complementary colors. It's just a good combo. So we're gonna do that. And then I think I want to look, I think I want to buy some logs, because there's nothing in the world I hate more than chopping down trees. And then I'm also going to buy some bones at some point. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today. Let's see. We want definitely some spruce. I want spruce to build with. But I feel like it's kind of a waste to use spruce to build chests, but, you know. Alright, we'll do that. Should we grab a few stacks of, oh, nah. Oh, I have so many emotions right now. Yeah, let's grab some oak. But let's set some things down first. Yeah, that's how I do it. And so we'll move that, and then we'll go, actually, just like that. Oh, that's beautiful. I love this. I love this. Okay, now let's go build this farm. So we're back here in the Nether, and I believe I scouted out a location for the farm previously. I built up the little hopper killing floor drop of death thing, and I made a nether portal there, a roofside nether portal, easy for us to get to. And I think I remember where it's at. I think if I follow this through, this is Charlie Mander's portal. I built this for her. She paid me in rockets, so that was a lovely deal. I think if I follow through here, it's going to appear somewhere on this sight line. This is the torch path from my portal to her portal, and then from her portal to the shopping district. So we could keep it straight. The portal should be out here somewhere. Oh no. Oh, there it is. There it is. I didn't realize how hard that is to see. Okay, we're gonna make a little torch path to there, and then maybe put a sign at some point in time. Oh, I lost it again. I don't know why, but I thought I could see that from my portal. This is going to turn into our mob farm. You can see down here, I've already built a little working platform, and I have the hoppers all set up. It's a 5x5 hopper pad, and they all feed into each other, so there's one output. We're going to build our collection down here, and up here is going to be kind of our mob catch, so there's going to be a big water basin that's going to direct all the mobs. That middle portion right there is going to be taken out, and the water is going to overhang slightly, and all the mobs are going to fall and die. And then we're going to collect all of the good stuff. We're actually going to take care of this in a third-person time-lapse. Oh man, I am so excited for this. I've been excited for this for days. 4 days to do a third-person time-lapse. Never done one before. This is my first time. Let's hope it goes okay. It might not, but let's see. So here it is. We finally finished it, and it is looking pretty cool right now. So I AFK'd overnight, and we ended up with a decent amount of drops, even though there were several other people online. In fact, it was a lot better than I actually thought it was going to be. I've already stopped down here and taken some of the gunpowder out in order to make more rockets. So we're going to drop down here, and we can see we have double chest of gunpowder, double chest of bones, double chest of string, and rotten flesh, and arrows. So this final section is non-sorted items. Everything fills up pretty much evenly. But you can see here, we are actually getting plenty of bones, and we're actually going to be using bone blocks like a crazy person in some of our upcoming builds. And we're going to use the rotten flesh to trade for emeralds with cleric villagers. So we have plenty of that here. You can see we got some spider eyes, which is going to be good for weakness potions. And we got some glowstone, which is also going to be good for brewing potions. We're not getting a whole lot of them because the witch spawns are relatively rare, but hey, every little bit helps. If you're noticing that the game looks a little bit prettier than it did in the last clip as well, that's because last night I was able to get Optifine installed and a shader pack. I don't know if I'm going to use the shader pack all the time because there is a noticeable drop in performance. We're going to see what it renders to in the video, whether or not we're going to use this in the future, but you know, we'll use it for a couple clips here and there. And one final thing before we head back to the base, I just want to say that this farm is not my design. It is designed by a user named Nembom, and I will post a link to his video in the description. It's a great early game mob farm. It's customizable if you want it to just be a creeper farm, if you want skeleton, zombies, creepers, and no spiders. It's relatively easy to configure, and his video does a fantastic job of explaining it. So I'm going to link that in the description and give it a look if you're interested. All right, let's get out of here. Let's head to the base and let's start messing around with our color palette. So we are here. We have our materials gathered. I think that this is the place that I'm going to build my starter base. It is a week and a half since the server started and I do not have a starter base. And so I am just so ready to have a roof over my head and a roof over my bed. My design for this build is sort of like a medieval hut sort of thing. So we'll start out with stone at the bottom, something sort of like this. Typically in medieval construction, if you could afford it, the bottom of your house was made out of stone because moisture would sit there, and if wood was in contact with the ground, they didn't have treated wood at the time, so you'd get a lot of rot. So they would, if they could afford it, they would typically make the bottom of their houses out of stone, and then wood would be used for the upstairs because wood is a little bit cheaper, so it's more affordable. And so let's see what this is going to look like. We need our bones. It's time. It's time. Okay, so we're going to put a layer here. These are just temporary, and we're going to place. These are going to be sort of our whitewashed walls. We're going to do something like this. Oh my goodness, this shader pack makes the makes this so dark. Here, let's throw a little bit of that up there so we can actually see what's going on. Okay, so now what I think we want to do is we're going to use some logs as a contrasting color. And so I think what we're going to do is something like this. And do that there, and then this here, and then we're going to put that there, and then I think maybe that might look okay. And then we want to turn some of those planks into slabs. So we're going to do that. Oh, not all 64. Oh man. I get a little bit trigger happy sometimes with the shift clicking, and then all of my material turns into things that I do not want. So we're gonna, let's try something like this. To give it a little bit of depth. Something like that. Okay, so we're actually going to extend this out a little bit so we can get a better perception of things. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Cut that out. We're gonna put this fella back in. Oh, yes, okay, beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and eliminate this. So what we can do is we can work side to side, so that way it'll end up with something even in the center. So what we could do is that, and then spruce slabs like that. What we could do here is do something like this and that. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, this is starting to make a little bit of sense here. We could cut that out. And then, okay. Yes. Is that strip? I guess it doesn't really matter because we can't really see that lug very well. And then we're going to put this handsome devil right there. Okay, yes. This is coming around. You know what? Let's just go ahead and put... Okay, that window never happened. We never saw that. We might try something along these lines. And obviously have more than 3. But something... Wait. No, that's right. Up. Put that back. No, that's not right. What am I doing? Oh my god. I swear I've played this game before. So, we're going to put that there. Do something like this so we can actually get a frame. And then get some color pop spruce. No, not like that. Try bringing the oak all the way up. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to have that be bark. Then we're going to run our other strip along here for our added depth. I'm going to eliminate that. You know, that's actually not my least favorite thing. What we could do is, what if here did something? Okay. This is maybe a thing. I don't know. Well, let's run over here and get some bamboo. This is why a bamboo farm is just so critical, so you don't have to waste your planks making sticks. And we're gonna do that. How does that look? Do I like that? Oh, well, isn't that just lovely? Okay, yeah, I think I like that. I think we want to use oak slabs for when our slabs overlap to give a little bit of contrast. And then let's do something like that. And then that. And we might change around some of these design elements, but I think that looks actually quite nice coming in here. So this is, once again, this is just to give us an approximate idea of what this is going to look like and the materials we're going to use. And I really like this. I really like this thing down here. But I think that is looking pretty nice. I think the window's a little square, but I've been kicking around some designs where there's a little bit more of a rounded shape to it. But I honestly don't hate that. And I think this will end up turning out to be quite the nice, quaint little starter base. So, unfortunately, that is about all the time I have for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a little bit more stuff done in the future. This is my first video, so literally everything that I do from recording for the first time to doing time lapses, it is taking me forever to figure out. Maybe even 5 ever to figure out. Yesterday, I pretty much didn't get to record anything at all because it took me all day to learn how to make a halfway decent looking thumbnail. I tried everything. So hopefully after this, we'll be able to get a little bit more activities packed in to each episode as I kind of develop a little bit better of a workflow, better habits, and a little bit more confidence working with the software and just talking with you guys, because I can't tell you guys how many takes it takes me, how many different cuts I have to do, because it's really nerve-wracking talking to you guys, at least at the start. I feel like I'm always flubbing up my words, and I sort of kind of ramble like I am doing right now.